Still trips me out seeing JJ doing his thing. Proud of him. Obviously, he's referring to LeBron playing all 82.
Yes.
Shay, I want to come to you. Just talk to me about what you just heard in terms of the sound and LeBron's struggles.
Well, I don't.
Shannon, I'm sorry, I got to interrupt you. Stephen A., what are you doing? Don't act like you weren't on this show 2 or 3 weeks ago speaking so highly about the Lakers and saying how they're going to make the Western Conference Finals. Everybody knows that's not going to happen. I don't know why you said it in the first place, but I don't know why you're acting like this now. Sorry, Molly. Sorry, Shannon. Sorry. Go on.
At this stage and point in your career, we do have to legitimately ask LeBron James what you're playing for. Because guess what? Lakers ain't going nowhere. Let's call it what it is.
Stephen A., you said on this show that the Lakers are going to make the Western Conference Finals. You can't keep switching up your mind. You're making a lot of people online very upset. I mean, you just got to have an opinion and stick with it.
And I'm very proud of J.J. Redick.
I do agree that J.J. Redick is doing a good job. I don't know if I would say I'm proud of him coming into the year when he signed with the Lakers. I thought he was taking a huge risk. It's one of the most volatile teams to be a first-year coach for, but I think he is handling how poorly this team has been playing. Coming into the year, a lot of people thought he was going to be like a player's coach and not take it too seriously, but I don't think he's doing that. If you watch his post-game press conferences, especially after the few bad losses that they've had, his responses have been really good. He's been really smart and articulate with what he's saying. So I think overall he's doing a good job of handling how bad this team is playing. And I do see him being a good coach in the future because he is smart and he definitely knows a lot about the game.
This is no shade on him. I'm looking at the roster. I'm looking at the development or lack thereof of the players around him.
Everybody should have known that this roster is not good enough to compete in the league this year. I said it last time I was on the show in the episode with Iman Shumpert, if you don't somehow remember that, but the depth is basically non-existent on this team. You can't expect guys like Jackson Hayes, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt when he comes back from injury. They've been playing Max Christie, acting like he's going to do something. I mean, this team has zero depth behind LeBron and AD. There's basically no one there to support them. Don't connect. He's only a rookie. Obviously, he's been playing very well this season. He's probably the third best player on this team at this point. But coming into the season, I mean, if you thought that this team could compete or they had a good enough roster for it, you're just crazy.
They're on a fast track to nowhere, Shannon. I want to know, what are you going to say when that happens, ultimately?
Well, I think it's a combination, Stephen A.
Stephen A., I don't know what this is all about, whatever you're doing over there. Shannon, sorry to cut you off again, but you're right. It is a combination. It's a lot of things that go into it. The roster, again, just was not good enough coming into the season. I do expect them to make some sort of big move towards the middle part of the season, but the combination of just not having good enough players, J.J. Redick's in his first year with the most pressure out of any coach in the NBA this season. LeBron going through his shooting slumps. AD was playing like an MVP at the beginning of the year, and now he's starting to drop off. He had back-to-back games, setting season low in points. 8 points against the Miami Heat a couple days ago. Just an embarrassing loss for them. But a combination of not a good enough roster, LeBron and AD just aren't playing up to their potentials, J.J. Redick being a first-year coach. I mean, this team is just a mess right now. It's going to be tough for them to even make a play-in spot at this point unless LeBron and AD play the way that they did in the first 10 or so games of this season.